Hello, Chicken Coop Army. Welcome back to another video. For today, we're going to be playing the Halloween Gambit here on chess.com. As you can see, we have the orange colors representing Halloween, and in front of me I have the bright whites to balance coloration. Now that that's out of the way, let's begin. It has been a while since I played chess, so I might get a little rusted. And as said, we're going to be trying the Halloween Gambit. Something new that I have just learned recently. So let's see who our opponent will be today. Our opponent for today is Ivan the Man. And it looks like we are white, so we're going to start off with e4. Let's hope he goes with the main line of e5, because that's how we're going to be able to start the Halloween Gambit. It is the spooky month, so we got to get things a little creepy. It seems like our opponent is going a little bit slow, but that should not be a problem, since I am the master at chess. Are you kidding me? Bro, come on. Don't disconnect like that. We just got this thing started. We shouldn't have mess-ups. You know what? Let's start another match. It seems like this is not going to work at all. We're going to have to face a different opponent. Now, apologize for the inclement weather. It seems to be rainy outside. Alright, let's try a new one. Alright, the next one up is the Merc 844. We're going to do the same move like we did in the last game. Okay, well, he did knight to f6, so what we're going to do is we're going to defend it. That's the next best bet. Okay, what kind of move is he trying to do to me today? Well, the only piece I have defending that is that, so I'm gonna have to protect it. I was hoping I would be able to do the gambit, but I don't know if I'll be able to. If he takes, I take with pawn. That way, I can take back with the queen without moving my king. Alright, so we have some very weird lines going here. Well, if you take my knight, I'll take your knight. That's how we're going to play. Okay, so he seems to be pushing in, which is totally fine. We're just going to go ahead and briefly go... Oh! A fork. Actually, that's even better. You can't say both of them! Ha 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 ha! You got in that trap, buddy. You're in danger now. It doesn't matter what he does. He's going to lose a piece. Oh, I may be rusty, but I ain't dumb. Let's see what he's going to do. Yeah, you fell into that one, bud. Well, you just lost your knight. Goodbye. We may have double pawns, but we still want a piece. Alright, we definitely want to protect that pawn, so we're going to go ahead and move there. And if he were to take with the bishop, I can just take with the rook. It'd be totally fine. Alright, so it seems like it's our turn now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put more protection on that pawn, as well as blocking the bishop. It'll limit its range, and it'll give us a better advantage. Remember, we have more pieces out. Okay, that's a very strange move, removing your rook right there. That is not a proper move. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to move the knight out of the way, because we definitely need to get our king to safety. Okay, so I'm not really seeing much of threats, so we're just going to castle. Alright, so it looks like he moved his bishop, which kind of wasted a move, but we're just going to keep attacking. We'll move our bishop up. That way we get some kind of defense. Well, it looks like we're going to have to take the pawn, which is totally fine. Yeah, at least it keeps the protection on this pawn. That's the most important thing. Okay, interesting. Well, I'm going to keep the pawn there because we have a knight protection here and a pawn protection here, so we should have no problem with that. In the meantime, I should focus on moving the rook over into the middle. The rook in the center is very strong because if the king's not castled, then it could be a very deadly trap for the king. Okay, he just took. So we're going to take with the pawn. If he takes with bishop, we just take with the knight. As simple as that. Okay, well, I don't know what you're thinking, but that's not a proper move to make. So what we're going to do is take the rook, because the king won't be able to castle anymore. And I think that would be a proper move. I'm thinking of a way we can get that king out of the center. So, you know, we'll go ahead and move our rook over. That way, he has to force the king over. I have a good plan in mind, but I just need to figure out how to strengthen on it. Okay, so this knight's not really doing much. It is protecting this pawn, but there's really nothing attacking that pawn. So what I might end up doing, I don't know, because there's not really much any places for my knight to move. I think it'll be better to move him here, you know, get him further into the game. That was probably a good move. We'll see after the game is over, depending on who's going to win, of course. Okay, so he moved his king, which wasn't really a good move, because once I moved his knight, it's an unexpected attack. So what I'm going to do, you know, I should probably start moving some of my pawns, you know, just to get them in a proper place. Or I could be a little sneaky and move this pawn up here. I think I'm going to go for it. Because I have the knight protecting that pawn, and he now has to move his king. And there's nothing to attack those pieces. Ooh. I think I have an idea. So we're going to go ahead and take that pawn. That way it will block his path. He's literally trapped there right now. There's nowhere he can move. He can't move to here because of the pawn. He can't move here because of the pawn. He can't move at any of these two squares because of the bishop. So I think I have a good chance here. Alright, so I don't want to move this because that's going to be protecting that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sacrifice the knight. I am big braining right now. Here's what I'm going to end off on is getting that rook right there. Checkmate! Let's go! Woo! I got 5 excellent, 5 best, and 2 great. Wow, we did pretty good today. All right.
You had a nice tactical find in this game. Let's review.
All right.
Nice. I recommend this first move for players of all levels. D5 takes space in the center, attacks the E4 pawn, and allows the light-squared bishop to develop.
All right.
Their best option was to recapture a piece from a previous move.
They didn't take it, though.
You are now able to win a bishop through a fork. They missed a chance to win a pawn.
That's what I did.
Nice fork. You'll be winning a bishop. You captured that free knight.
Wow, that's going for a long time.
You get a chance to win material through an eventual fork.
Yep.
You get a chance to force eventual checkmate. You missed an opportunity to force eventual checkmate.
Oh. Well, it still worked in my favor.
You are now able to force eventual checkmate. They missed a chance to tactically win a pawn.
They would have moved there, they could have won a pawn, but they didn't take that chance.
You did it. Nice checkmate.
Thank you. Man, that was an awesome game, I have to say. Sadly, we weren't able to do the Halloween Gambit, but we did win the game overall. I'm now up to 388 on my ELO, which means we are improving. I'm sorry I'm not able to make as many chess videos. Instead, I'm sticking to the schedule I have right now with all the other videos in mind. Recently, I've noticed I have a lot of real-life videos, so at some point this year I might do a real-life week where I try to put a lot of real-life videos out. I may do it, I might not, it just depends on how it goes. I might do special things for January and December, just to make it like extra special. But overall, that was a pretty good game. I just beat the Merge 844 pretty easily, I have to say. I know the last match was a little rough, and the one before that was kind of embarrassing, but even though I have went away from chess, I seem to still got the skills. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Because at 2,000 subscribers, we will reattempt the DeathNut Challenge. I hope y'all have an amazing day and night. And I will be seeing y'all in the next one. Peace out!